Alright guys, so here we go. My 2013 Grabber Blue Mustang GT is now on airless suspension with only 2 months of ownership, and it's pretty crazy, so here it is. Alright, what is going on everyone? Derek here today, bringing you another episode of Building Blucifer. Guys, today's video is one for the books. If you watched my last video, many of you know that I recently bought an Airlift V2 kit for Blucifer, and I am here today at Brad's house. That's Brad. We'll go ahead and talk to him in just a moment. You guys have definitely seen him before. We worked on the bags with the 2-valve, and we put the supercharger on with Brad. So, you know, he's the only one that's gonna touch my car like this. So if you guys want something done right, you go to this man. Hey, can I get some nuts? Come here. I'm hoping this is a straight shot video. It'd be nice to get them done today, but unfortunately sometimes that's not how it really works when installing such an advanced kit like this. There's a lot that goes into it. You want to make sure you do it right. You don't want to half-ass anything, because air suspension and all the wiring, the lines and stuff, it's definitely nothing like stock. So you just want to make sure you take your time and do things the right way. But yeah, we have Blucifer up here in the garage. We can go take a look, say what's up to Brad, and get this process moving. So, Brad's lift in his nice garage. I think it's the first time we're gonna be filming in here. Last time was at his buddy Danny's, but getting the compressor all ready to go for some air tools, really bang this out. And the great thing about this newer car, it's been garage kept its whole life. It's new, so bolts shouldn't be all rusted on there like the 2-valve, because we had some fun with the 2-valve, didn't we, Brad?
We had a tremendous amount.
Yeah, I remember banging out shock bolts that were bent and stuff, so this shouldn't be anywhere near that. But first things first, we're gonna go ahead and get it up on the lift, and then I'm gonna periodically just jump on the camera and, you know, update you guys, show you guys exactly what's going on. I don't intend to make this video a step-by-step installation video. That's not what I'm going for. I'm just going for a quick Blucifer video, just so you know exactly what's going on. And, you know, it's pretty simple process, just takes a little bit of time, very tedious. And yeah, I have this stuff all right here. We're probably gonna lay this out soon just to get everything all organized. And
what are you doing with this?
I knew you were gonna ask that. I saw the way you were holding that. I think we're just gonna dive into it, so here we go. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and remove the wheels first, obviously. Like I said, I really don't know where this video is gonna go. I'm just gonna start filming because I do have to help Brad. I can't sit on the camera all day. Yeah, let's get into it. So guys, we're gonna begin on the rear. We got the rear wheels off right now. I believe we gotta remove the sway bar. And then from there, guys, we're gonna go ahead and remove the Eibach Pro Kit springs. And yeah, the rear should be pretty simple. So sway bar's out. Now removing the rear shocks. Be able just to pull that out with your hand just like Brad did. And that is that. So yeah, pretty much the new bag is gonna sit right where the spring was. Obviously, you gotta do it to that side as well. And we are gonna be running the stock shocks on this just until I get my Coney Yellows in. It should be perfectly fine running the stock shocks. Definitely recommend getting something adjustable though, just so you can adjust it on the fly and get something that's more comfortable for you. But rear bag is about to go and sit in place, and we're gonna continue this process. Psych! Alright guys, so yes, I know there's many questions and there's a lot of stuff that we have to go ahead and clear up. First section of this video you just watched when we first attempted to install the bags was taken about a month and a half ago. So pretty much to make a long story short guys, this Airlift V2 system I did purchase was used, and with it being used, unfortunately there were like 2 certain things that I didn't have for the kit that were essential. And those 2 simple things were 2 little spacers that sat on the axle for the rear bag, and you're gonna see that as this video goes on. But yeah, it sucked. So as you guys saw, we got to Brad's, we got the car up on the lift, we started taking off the rear sway bar, we got the wheels off, we started dismounting the shocks, and yeah, that's when we ran into that problem. It was literally step number 1 on the Airlift Performance Installation Guide. Install the provided spacers shown in this photo, and yeah, we didn't have them. And a lot of this is gonna start making sense. That's why that day I went home static on my Eibach Pro Kit, and that's exactly why I went ahead and ordered the H&R Super Sport springs and decided, you know, stay static for a full month, because that's when Brad could fit me back in his schedule. So as you saw, the car was sitting pretty beautiful with the H&R Super Sport springs, and I must admit it was kind of nice having springs and staying static and just jumping in the car and going whenever you please. So definitely one perk about, you know, coilover springs. You don't have to mess with controllers and air tanks and all that jazz. So I did stay static for a full month. I ordered the pieces that I needed from Airlift. Everything everything came in. I triple checked absolutely everything, so when that next time I came to install the bags, there were no hiccups, there were no, you know, it was smooth sailing. So after that long month of waiting to slam the car, the day came where we went to Brad's, and here's the video. All right, guys. Welcome back. So you just previously saw our first attempt exactly about that made no sense. So you just saw our first attempt roughly a little over a month ago when we had the car just like this and we ran into this problem. So the first time we wanted to install the bags, we ran into not having these simple little spacers that sit right there, and then that's for the rear bag, so the rear bags will sit on like that on those spacers, and we didn't have that, so we literally got to square one and we were screwed. But yeah, we're back, guys, over at Brad's again, and to be honest with you, I am gonna film this installation. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna update you, but we are here to get work done, and I want to make sure this goes as smooth as possible, and I want to be as much help as I can for Brad. So I will periodically pick up the camera, do some filming, show you what we're doing and stuff, but yeah, it should be fun. Alright guys, little update for you. We are about an hour and a half to 2 hours into this installation, and the rear bags Jordan and I just put in. Brad's working on the front. I'm gonna go ahead and go underneath the car and show you guys really quick. And I do apologize, it's pretty loud in here. We got some homies over right now giving us a hand because we are trying to knock this out. But you can see underneath the car here, we have the rear bag installed, all bolted in. We have the locking nut that feeds underneath that spacer you can see the bag is sitting on, and then it goes up into the car. We have to drill some holes. And same thing for this side. We have that rear bag right there, all good to go, all buttoned up. So our plans is just to get the bags installed, and then we're gonna run all our lines and electrical last, just because we wanna make sure everything goes in smooth. Coming up to the front, you can see Jared and Brad have those bags all bolted up. We're gonna keep the camber bolts in, just because I guess if you wanna get this aligned properly, you're gonna have to cut this out to get to the alignment Allen keys, which is kind of a but I don't know, maybe those camber bolts will work up good, but that's all adjusted. Now, honestly, it's just to get everything bolted up. We're gonna run all the new lines. I did indeed buy new lines just because I wasn't taking a chance with used lines. All the used lines are right here, and you can see we have a 100-foot. We just cut our own new line and have no worries with that. You know, we're trucking along. Something like this is always kind of nerve-wracking just because you're riding on air, guys, and it's such a different system than just being static. So, you know, it's kind of on edge with it all right now, but you know, it is what it is. Hopefully everything goes smooth. The one thing I am dreading already is the trunk setup, just mounting up the tank and all the fittings and things like that. It's just, that's always a pain in the ass. But, you know, it's kind of one of those things, you do it once, you do it right, you don't have to do it again. So that's what we're aiming for, and we're trucking along, guys. Again, I'm gonna keep doing updates like this. For you, it's literally gonna be seconds. For me, it might be hours. So with that, guys, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this video. We are finally bagging Lucifer. Hopefully, keep our fingers crossed and pray to Lord there's no more hiccups like last time, and this thing will be bagged today, and I'm so stoked on that. So hang tight, guys. We will be back for another update, and here we go. We are making progress. We have the front bags all installed, completely buttoned up and bolted down. We ran our wiring harness. You can probably see right here, probably not, it's kind of dark. The wiring harness is going through, and Brad did an amazing job tucking this all. Like, he even used some of this plastic wrap, and it's connected positive, and the negatives over here, and we have a ground, so it's connected to the fuse box. And when you open the fuse box, we just have to go and run and get one of those fuse adapters that plug into an accessory mode fuse. So as far as the wiring, we're almost done with that. Come on, bitch. Moving on to the back, the rears are all installed. I'm not sure if I showed you this last time, and we are about to run the rear lines, which are super easy. But here's all the wiring harness. It's gonna run through. It runs through all the plastic trim underneath the carpet here, and through a piece of rubber that we cut a hole in, pulled it all through, tucked it all, and yeah, guys, we're making progress, but right now it is getting late. It is Saturday when we're doing this, so we have to head to the store now, get what we need. I have a little list on my phone that of some necessities, just because it is a used kit, and when you buy, I can't talk. And when you buy used stuff, you know, at times some things are missing, some things don't work. But last time when we failed on installing everything, we tested the compressor works, so that's good. We got our brand new management, that's gonna be good. We have 75 feet of brand new line right here, along with all the line that he sent me, just in case. So as far as new line, we're good with that. And yeah, guys, I'm just gonna run to the store, grab some of the stuff, and we're just gonna keep on trucking because I wanna get this done tonight, and I really feel like we can. Alright guys, so it's been a long night. We seem to have everything installed. We have a little bootleg the trunk setup right now. We are going to go really into depth on the trunk setup in this car, but right now we just have to calibrate it. Kind of nervous just because don't really know what to expect. Sorry. Kind of nervous because I don't really know what to expect, and Jordan's just going to shoot outside the car and see what happens.
That shit is on there.
That's it. So guys, while we were at Brad's, I wanted to film the installation, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure that the whole installation was done properly, done smooth, and as quick as possible. So that's exactly why I'm picking up this video right now, because it's all the footage I got installation wise. And keep that in mind guys, we haven't even touched the trunk setup yet. We got the kit working, and you know, that's gonna be something in the works. But yes guys, I do want to apologize that I didn't get a ton of installation footage. Again, it really wasn't that exciting. We wanted to knock it out because we knew we had a project ahead of us. And with it being on a newer car, such as, you know, the S197 and not the 2-valve, I wanted to make sure I had this thing completely dialed in. There were no hiccups, no lines leaking, and we went the whole 9 yards guys. With this setup, I bought a brand new management. I bought brand new lines. I went through every single hose connection, retaped them, and you know, made sure there was absolutely no problems with anything when we did that first startup. And after the first startup, I must say it aired right up, no leaks. I let it sit overnight, picked it up the next morning, and yeah, turned out great. But I just want to go ahead and inform you guys on exactly what was done, what problems I am having at the moment, because I am having some. I am having a few small problems and little tweaks that I have to dial in. But you know, when you change the suspension up like this, you're literally going from spring rate to airbags. And it's kind of amazing how it works. It's pretty cool. And you know, it's far from stock on these cars, so you're gonna have some hiccups. But yes guys, let's go ahead and take a little walk around the car. But all right guys, as you can see, we have Lucifer here in our little OG filming area. For all you guys that have been watching the videos from the very beginning, this spot should look very familiar. But anyway, there is one problem I'm now having with the car. It makes a pretty horrendous noise when I turn, and I'm gonna see if I can capture that for you on video. I don't know how well you guys could hear that, but that's what I'm dealing with right now. And I've tightened my end links up again. I don't know exactly what it could be. And I'm also gonna grease up the ball joints. I mean, the car has 16,000 miles. I mean, so yeah, guys, if you know anything about that noise, drop a comment down below. I am on an aftermarket Steeda front sway bar and rear sway bar, but we have no noises coming from the rear. And the first 3 days I was driving the car, it was totally fine, but now it's, you know, it's starting to act up a little bit. All right, guys, so here we go. My 2013 Grabber Blue Mustang GT is now on airless suspension with only 2 months of ownership, and it's pretty crazy, so here it is. Golly, guys, that's insane. Guys, if only you knew how excited this makes me. Like, look at this. This car was totally different 2.5 months ago, and it's insane. Look at that thing. Not only are we aired out right now, but guys, the fitment is just bonkers. Like, look at the front, perfect wheel tuck, and then this is where it gets good. And we have amazing fitment. Like, that is, it's perfect. That's like putting pressure on there to get that thing to stay.
You know I be moving, whipping the foreign, I'm cruising. The money I'm speaking is fluent. All of my business booming, stacking my cash in abundance. All of my family funded. Finally got what I wanted. Life is amazing, I love it. Everyone know that I run it. Yeah, look at me now, I came up. I've been thinking back then when I almost gave up on the game, cause I never got in my way. Never got my mama whip on the driveway. I've been making all hits on a Friday. Back then I was getting like no plays. I'm never gonna change no Kanye. Gotta get a Lambo like Green Bay. I made a lot, but then I gave...
Well, there you have it, guys. Lucifer is now bagged, and thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment, any questions, concerns. If you all say what's up, that's cool too. And today's EBP vlog shout out is going out to Desert Clone SS. Dude, that thing looks insane. Make sure you guys go check him out on Instagram. And for those of you that want to just win a shout out on the vlogs, make sure you follow me on Instagram at DerekBaranProductions and use hashtag DBP Squad on all your posts. As you guys know, every time I film a video such as this one, I go to hashtag, I used it, and boom, shout out. Guys, I'm in love. But no, on a serious note, guys, thank you so much for your continued support and watching. We will be back probably Saturday. But until next time, see you later.
Hours today.